What is up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael here today with another video. Unfortunately, I didn't want to have to come to this. I've been leading, been kind of neutral in the situation of Roquan Smith and the Bears general manager Ryan Poles. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, it was reported that Roquan a, accused Ryan Poles of lying about him being a Bear for life. Now, can we just put our bias aside for just a moment with this team? Why is Roquan surprised that he got traded? Dude literally went public in the middle of August before the season started and said he wants. I mean, you can go read that letter for yourself and decide for yourself. Roquan Smith wanted out of Chicago. He said, pay me or trade me. That's literally his words in that note. Am I lying? And that's number one. Number two, Roquan. Number two, you were asking for big time money on this Chicago Bears team. And I'm not going to deny that you were a good player. I'm not denying it. You were probably our best middle linebacker this whole season, except for Jack Sanborn. But let me say this. You got what you wanted. You got traded to the Ravens, and you're probably going to get paid because I don't know what they're going to do with Lamar. Like, hypothetically speaking, if the Ravens do not have a quarterback, they're going to suck. That's as simple as that. If Lamar leaves, the Ravens are going to suck. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say they're going to give Roquan the highest paid of middle linebackers. And I'm going to ask you, was it worth it when it results? Because the only thing that's keeping the Ravens irrelevant is Lamar. Without Lamar, the Ravens would be poverty. They would be the Cleveland Browns. And I'm going to ask Roquan, was it worth it? And this is putting my bias aside with Roquan. I'm being straight objective. You saw me calling out Ryan Poles when Roquan literally went out public, but now it's like are you trying to sabotage our GM? Regardless how you feel, putting the bias aside, why is Roquan all of a sudden surprised that he got traded? And why is he accusing the Bears of lying? If anything, what was the whole point, Roquan, of making that long, boring-ass letter online that no one even, except for Bears fans, read it, saying that you want to get paid or you want out? Those were your exact words, right? Like, I don't like, and if Roquan does get paid and his team loses, I don't want to hear that how we fucked up by not paying a middle linebacker. And I'm going to say this. There were games where Roquan looked good, like the Patriots, the Texans, the Commanders game, he looked good. But there were games where Roquan looked off. This is the same dude that got juked by Tyrod Taylor, who is a complete irrelevant nobody. He got trucked by Carson injury-prone Wentz. And he's talking about he should have been paid big money. Roquan, fuck out of here. I like you still, but you sound dumb as fuck. And it doesn't matter what anybody's opinion is. Anybody knows with a goddamn brain knows that Roquan demanded a trade back in the middle of August. They didn't do it because I don't think they didn't get good draft value for Roquan. Say what you want. Roquan was one of my favorite players, but I don't even know if he even is one of my favorite players anymore, to be honest with you, because he's calling out the GM for literally stuff that he pulled. He went public with his trade. Now, all of a sudden, oh, it's the general manager's fault now. If anything, Roquan, why did you go public with this when this is supposed to be behind closed doors? You're lucky they didn't fine you. You're lucky they didn't suspend you. You're lucky they didn't bench you because sure as hell I would have benched you if you did that shit. But they stayed patient with you the entire way. The reason why they traded you is because that you wanted to get traded. Regardless how you feel about Roquan being a good player, he sure has a big mouth. Anyways, this is far beyond my bias. This is far beyond my bias. Anybody who watches this video, can you comment about giving us a reason why I should not be shitting out Roquan? Because he did get what he want. He got traded. So why are you bitching? Why are you bitching? You're on the Ravens, who were arguably a playoff contender when Lamar was healthy. Why are you bitching and moaning? Bitch and moan and bitch and moan. Fuck you. Anyways, I ain't got time for this clown. Y'all make your comments. I'm pretty sure Gavin's gonna be in there talking about how pathetic of a franchise is. What if Debo Samuel went public with his trade and demanded out? Would you feel the same way? What about Kyle Juszczyk? What if he went public and got traded, and then they decided to call out the team saying that they lied? How would you feel? If anybody with a brain understands why Roquan's in the wrong here, anybody could tell you that. Anyways, this has been your boy Chicago Sports Talk, Michael, and I'm gone.